everyone, and welcome to another video where today, well, this isn't just a normal video because I just came back from Japan and yeah, it was quite a trip. We spent 10 days there and these vlogs are exactly on what happened in that trip. But since this is a tech channel, I decided to mainly focus on what the hardware is like and what kind of tech you can get there and what kind of prices can you expect to pay for tech and hardware in Japan. I especially was very interested in it because I'm planning on upgrading my computer very soon, so that's also quite a big priority for me. And let me just see, they did manage to get a few things, or at least one thing, and then some other random things. So let us then begin. So you usually get people saying that either the hardware here in Tokyo is either really cheap or really expensive compared to the West. Well, let's see finally which one it is. Just for some early looking, we can see that it really depends. The CPUs, for example, we managed to find a Ryzen 7 2700X for about £240 compared to £270 in the UK. But for example, in the same shop, RAM costs pretty evenly across the board, roughly £10 more. So when it comes to prices in Tokyo, I was actually pretty disappointed because I was told that they are way cheaper, but in reality, for the most part, they won't. Now, there were a few exceptions, and one of them being strangely SATA SSDs, where in pretty much every single shop they were being like cheaper, ranging from £10 to £30 in some cases in one particular chain called Softmap, where they were selling normal SATA SSDs 500 gigs, 1 terabyte for normally £20 or £30 cheaper than here in the UK. So that was nice. So if you're planning on getting a SATA SSD, you may as well go to Japan. Another thing that I've really noticed is how cheap prices are for Apple products. So for example, we managed to buy a iPad Air, the brand new one, 64 gigs for £140 less here than in the UK. We only paid roughly £200, while here in the UK it costs £340. So that was pretty cool, but apart from that, I was kind of disappointed that I haven't been able to find something cheap. I am planning to upgrade my computer soon, so maybe some new RAM in particular I was really looking forward to buying, but sadly, so far, no luck. It looks like the search will just have to continue into Osaka, but also it's not just restricted to iPads, as you can buy Macs and stuff like that for tens of pounds to hundreds of pounds cheaper. So if you are planning on buying an Apple product and you're planning on going to Japan, I highly recommend buying it there, because no matter what it is, high chances are you'll find it for cheaper, way cheaper somewhere. But if you're planning on getting just normal PC hardware and components, it may be a bit harder to find a deal unless it's a SATA SSD. In many shops, the difference was just a few pounds, so if you're a person where every single penny counts, you may want to buy your things there. It's always just a few pounds extra in the pocket, so that's always nice. When it comes to choice, however, though actually, especially when it comes to graphics cards, there are many more varieties to choose from. There are some brands which I absolutely never heard of, but they all seemed like good, but still a bit cheaper, so maybe they were just like generic graphics cards, but they all just seemed good. You know, just your 1080s and 70s and 60s, they all had these kind of like generic brands, or maybe not generic, maybe just very popular in Japan, and I don't know them. Similar thing for PSUs, there are many PSUs there that I've never heard of. They kind of seem generic, but again, maybe they're just really popular in Japan, and I just don't know. But yeah, that's the first of my Japan vlogs. Next, we'll be going on a trip to Osaka, where we'll be continuing our adventure looking for the best prices possible for tech and hardware in Japan. So I hope you'll continue this journey with me. If you want to know when episode 2 of the series drops, remember to subscribe so you are notified, and hit the bell icon so you're sure that YouTube doesn't mess up and not notify you or something. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.